possessed multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Jones. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Myers, 42 yards. And the Patriots are able to move back in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by Jakobi Meyers on the touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Patriots are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
To throw again. Jones.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Again, it's Harris.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Slot man moves right. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
From the red zone now, Newton.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes, but how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
To throw is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Flush to his right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now Newton on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The slot man in motion right. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton. And this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Jones now throwing on first down. He completes it to Henry.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw again.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Quick time, I got to do something. It'll probably be like 30 minutes or so. Just give me time. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
If they decide to take a shot.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Atlanta heading west to take on San Francisco. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Trey Lance. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCoy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones
finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And caught by Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now McCoy. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Newton on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes out right around the 39. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCoy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first down, Newton.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on 2nd down, McCoy.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the bootleg, McCoy rolling to his right. Keeps himself upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 24-20, a minute 35 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Jones.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To throw is Jones. And this one into the hands of Mechie. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Jones.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Jones. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Jones. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Jones looking around.
Over the middle, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right, I'm back. But I was listening, you know what I'm saying, as I was doing what I was doing. Man, they really didn't know how to use their timeouts. I mean, they were moving the ball down the field. We came out with the win, you know. I mean, maybe if they would have got the stop, they probably would have managed the time better. But hey, first dub of the season. We go ahead and take that. What it is, Vaughn? What it do? Everything gone. I just started watching TW. Oh, okay. How you like it so far? Yeah, I got you. It'll be next season. You know what I'm saying? But I got you. Just let me know what you want to be. Okay, okay. See if we can pull number 2 in a row. I'm gonna try to get through the season. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight. Yeah, we 2-time world champs in this though. You know what I'm saying? We lost last season. Uh, I forgot who, but it was in the playoffs.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Back-to-back Super Bowl. I think I showed it in the earlier stream that got disconnected.
It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
On first down, Robinson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
What about now?
Following the fumble recovery, McCoy. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His second touch.
Okay.
Down on the season.
And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time.
We're just
but
trying to get back on our Super Bowl ground,
play, and they're able to hit
playoffs surely, and then we'll try to make a push. But
the Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He caught it.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a
man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel His first touchdown of the new season.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So there might be an
5 plays there on that drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who
If the
caps
defense
things with a
can't do nothing.
touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Damn.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the slot man goes in motion left. Off the play fake. McCoy. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead now at 10-7.
You gotta play defense.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Come on.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Robinson.
Hardy's got it on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Robinson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Robinson eluding the pressure right.
I should have stayed there.
Pass caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good as long as
even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Let's go.
That's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Throwing on 1st down, McCoy.
And
he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Good block.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the 1st down sack. McCoy flush to his right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, McCoy forced out to his left.
That's
Into
me.
a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And now, well, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Now Robinson on first down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mistakes happen.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Let's go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Let's try to take this to the house.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I knew we couldn't hit stick him, so we just
First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Robinson.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Robinson. Able to find Gray here.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just try to keep
the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Robinson
will get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It's halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they lead the visiting Denver Broncos at the half. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A touchdown pass for Trey Lance in that one. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy. He sets to fire deep. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCoy. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looking to throw. McCoy.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard
From 8 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 35 on 2nd down, McCoy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 4th down, McCoy flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers
turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Robinson. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Back to throw. McCoy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Robinson throwing on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, McCoy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw. Robinson. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Check. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 18 carries, 86 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
From the 29,
Lance. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
so the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Lance looking to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, what a move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Now a play fake. Lance.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
And Lance now to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Bryan Edwards.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton, sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Newton now to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. He was back there forever. You got to get rid of the football there.
I mean, the amount of time he had was probably double what you normally have to throw the football, and he doesn't find anyone, so you're exactly right. He's got to get rid of it. But the next question I would have is, what were the receivers doing? In that amount of time, someone's got to find their way open.
Because the normal time, 3.5 seconds to get rid of it.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, and they really doubled that. That's not supposed to happen where he still has the football, and he ends up losing it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run again here with... And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, Newton.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To the air again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
It was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Moore, the man in motion. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half,
Getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's McCoy. He'll buy some time right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Robinson with another carry.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lance. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Dancing to his left.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Lance going to throw.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
They fake the give. Newton rolling to his left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
2nd and 4.
Now McCoy. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Lance.
On the move to his left.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On first down,
McCoy. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
And Lance is thrown into the hands of Pitts here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.